Dominant defense isn't new for the Mounders. What is a newfound ability to share the rock on the other side of the floor. Wisconsin women's hockey needed a miracle to earn the win on Championship Sunday, and they would get it. Kirsten Sims with the penalty shot to force overtime, and then the OT winner to send the Badgers home national champions. Folks getting set here for what should be an incredible Dairyland Conference matchup between Oliva Strum and Blair Taylor. The Wildcats, with an explosive offense, have been stellar this season, but the story is the Cardinals. Oliva Strum, 5-1 to open the season for the first time since 2008, when most of these players were 1 or 2 years old. Break up the Badgers. Wisconsin battling through foul trouble, injury, and the number 3 team in the nation to earn the 76-75 upset in overtime. At Duray Field in Chippewa Falls for the annual Veterans Clothing Drive, and I'm joined by Kristen Fitzsimmons, who's the coordinator of tonight's events. Kristen, can you kind of tell me what we have going on here tonight? Cameron Comets have been out of this world in the early going of this season. They enter today's game with Regis with an undefeated record and a 10th place ranking. WIAC football is back, and with it, all the chaos and spectacular play it brings with it. Blue Gold starting their conference slate on the road against UW-Stevens Point, looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. Happy Memorial Day and happy opening day for the Eau Claire Express here at Carson Park. The Express back for another season of Northwoods League Baseball in front of a packed crowd here. This year's squad containing members from some of the top teams in college baseball, and for a 19th straight season, manager Dale Varsho hoping to lead his team through the summer slate and to their first league title since 2010s. In their first meeting back in December, the Ramblers got the close win over the Crickets, 54-49, and not a seat to be found in a packed Ramblers gymnasium this time around. The Eau Claire crosstown rivalry is fierce no matter the sport, but perhaps in no other sport has it been fought out as intensely and with as much drama as here on the ice. North and Memorial set to square off here tonight in the 50th anniversary of Eau Claire High School hockey. Prior to tonight's game, alumni gathered at Dooley's Pub for a celebration to reminisce over the last half-century of Eau Claire hockey. Multiple members of the first teams were in attendance who reflected on the growth of Eau Claire hockey since the first puck drop. In late September, when Team USA's golfers compete against Europe's best, Western Wisconsin will have a representative. But Isaac Berger won't be suiting up at the Ryder Cup. Instead, he'll be representing the U.S. at the Phoenix Cup, alongside some of the best adaptive golfers in the country.
It's a pretty selective field, so it's honestly probably one of the top goals as an adaptive golfer to be a part of the U.S. team for the Phoenix Cup.
We first brought you Isaac's story back in 2022 when he was competing as part of Neillsville's high school team. Despite being born without a right hand, he's never let that hold him back on the course. But he didn't think he'd make it this far. He got his big break at last year's Phoenix Cup, where he was serving as a caddy for another golfer.
I was more along for the ride just to be a caddy, and one of the players unfortunately hurt their shoulder. They asked me to step in and play on the last day of the tournament, and I ended up winning my match. And it hit me after the round that, man, I just played the Jubilee course at St. Andrews in Scotland.
That's led to being selected as a full-fledged member of the team this year. While this is Berger's first official spot on the team, he knows he can lean on the experience from Scotland.
It's a bigger tournament, it's match play, so there's a bit more pressure on to play better, and playing in it last year definitely helps calm the nerves for this year's tournament.
And much like the members of the Ryder Cup team, he's determined to help bring home the win on home soil.
We lost to the European team in their home turf, so we're hopefully going to try and bring it home on our home soil.
Berger doesn't view his story as inspirational, but he admits it's special, competing alongside the athletes that helped inspire him.
Watching the players on the team that I've been playing alongside of for multiple years now, it's definitely game-changing being able to see someone with the same disabilities or different ones like leg amputees, mental disorders. It's definitely an inspiration to watch them play as well.
So that last week in September, watch for one of Western Wisconsin's own as he tries to bring home the win for Team USA. Philip Choroser, Sports Scene 13. ABC, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 3 Hartmans, that is. The triumvirate of terror for Bloomer Track and Field. The 10th grade triplets have the Blackhawks dreaming big. Aaliyah Briella and Ciara Hartman might be young, but rumors about the vaunted Bloomer triplets are already spreading far across Wisconsin.
Some of it's been, you just kind of sit and giggle because you can hear people talking behind you, and then every once in a while, I don't know which one that one is. That's Briella.
Last season, as just freshmen, they teamed up with fellow 9th grader Sophie Strand to win the D2 4x800 relay state title.
That was amazing. It was one of the best experiences of my life. I had a lot of fun, and I'm hoping to get back there again.
Yeah, I was just proud of myself. I was like, you didn't drop the baton. Good job.
Now, after a fall cross-country season where they placed second as a team for a second straight year, they're back for more on the oval. But at the center of it all is the relationship between 3 sisters.
Being a triplet, I think it's a lot of fun. It's just like having friends. You always have 2 other people to do the same thing with.
We spend a lot of time together. We play all the same sports. We run together on the weekends. It's fun.
They can kind of show that families can work together, whether it's an actual family, brothers and sisters, or as a team.
On the track, they've all managed to find their own lane.
I would be usually 400, 200, 800, kind of those 3. Aaliyah's more comfortable 800, 1600, 3200. And then for Cece, it's the 16 and the 32. She's long distance.
But goal number 1 is a repeat title in the relay and potentially a run at the state record they came up just short of last year.
We're going to try to come back stronger to state. Even when you get to a point in the 800, it gets tough to drop off that time. So just taking it meet by meet and seeing what we can do to improve. It's definitely encouraging us to work hard, and I think we're definitely hoping to go again. The state record is definitely our goal.
And no matter what happens, they know they'll have each other to lean on.
We push each other, we motivate each other, and if one of us does a little bit more, then the other one might want to do a little bit more.
There's nothing like it. It's a lot of fun. Just having that opportunity, being able to run with them, it's awesome. I love it.
In Bloomer, Philip Choroser, Sports Scene 13.
Thanks, Justice. Rice Lake and Memorial set to square off here in half an hour. The winner keeps themselves alive in the quest for a conference title, while the loser falls a game back with just 1 game left to play. A huge reason for the Warriors' success this season has been senior Adeline Shepley. Earlier this week, I got the chance to sit down with the senior to discuss her standout career.
It's been a decade since Henry Ellenson's talents brought Power 5 coach after Power 5 coach to Rice Lake, Wisconsin. But 10 years later, another Warriors hooper is having a similar effect.
It was just okay, who's coming tonight? Okay.
There's some swagger that comes with it, It's yep, they're here to watch me.
Adeline Shepley is the latest in the long line of elite talent to emerge from the relatively small high school. A 6'3" Swiss Army knife, Shepley is second in the state in scoring, a top 50 recruit in the country, a McDonald's All-American nominee, and now a semifinalist for Wisconsin Ms. Basketball. Through it all, the senior star remains humble.
I just want to be my best, and if my best is the best in the state, then that would be great. But I just want to know that it's my best and that I'm doing everything I can.
Last year, with Shepley leading the way, the Warriors reached the girls' basketball state tournament for the first time in program history.
That feeling, we want to feel that again, but I know we don't want to leave the same way we were feeling.
When you watch Shepley on the court, it's hard to imagine her path anywhere other than the hardwood. But her journey to the top wasn't linear.
I almost quit basketball. I had an episode in 5th grade where I threw up on the basketball court, and it traumatized me for some reason. Just the thought of picking up a basketball made me want to throw up. It was terrifying. And so I went to counseling and lots of prayer, lots of journaling. Now looking back, I have an amazing platform. Now I get to glorify God with the gifts He's given me, and that's all credit to God. I wouldn't be here without Him.
In addition to her faith, she leans on family, particularly her older sister, Ellie.
So she was kind of my foundation. I always wanted to be as good as her. I wanted to build up to her. I wanted to be at the same place. I wanted to be better. And so we always had that competitiveness.
But there were times I had to be careful because, they are super competitive and they weren't going to let the other one win either.
In a game earlier this year, Ellie was in-house when her younger sister passed her to become Rice Lake's girls' hoops all-time leading scorer.
to have Ellie be able to present the ball to her sister is, yeah, probably one of the most special memories that I'll have as a coach.
Next year, she'll be making the 3.5-hour drive south to suit up for the Badgers, becoming Wisconsin's highest-rated recruit in almost 30 years.
Just more excitement builds on each other. I'm going to go watch them next weekend, and so I'm just excited, and obviously got all the gear too to represent.
In the meantime, she'll be tasked with leading Rice Lake back to Green Bay. This time, she hopes, with a different result.
I can't even describe the feeling of how hungry I was to get back there. Looking forward to that, working towards that, that would be the end goal.
I think this group would really love to bring home a ball, and it would be obviously, you know, a great way for Addie to finish her legacy here at Rice Lake.
But whether the season ends in a gold ball or not, Shepley will continue to battle on the hardwood with the heart of a warrior.
If you watch her play, I think you can see that. You can see that she plays for Rice Lake first and foremost, and I think that's what I'm most proud of.
The Warriors are undefeated at home, so the Old Abes with a tough test in tonight's contest. In Rice Lake, Philip Choroser. Back to you, Justice.